All right, we back at you with another one. This one comes out of Prairie Village, Kansas City. It's another one of those examples of someone being racist towards a black, in this case, a black girl student. And he called her the N word and then proceeds to break her nose. Let me just start reading and I'll give my commentary at the end. Now he's learning it. He's not learning anything. That's just me ad-libbing, forgive me. He's not learning anything though. White male student who punched Kansas City black girl in the nose after hurling the N-word finally faces consequences for his actions. Posted by Grace Jadone, published May 31st, 2024. Breonna Brown and her mom, Linkaya, sat together on a park bench on a sunny day in Prairie Village, Kansas City, visibly relieved when talking to a local reporter on May 29th. News had just come in that Shawnee Mission East student pleaded guilty to a felony count of aggravated battery causing great bodily harm. The teen boy broke Breonna's nose, reportedly using the N-word in a hallway fight at their high school that was caught on video. The disturbing incident quickly went viral, and now Linkaya and her daughter Breonna will see justice done. It's partial justice to me. Like I say, in many of these cases where you have a racial component in it, they don't pursue hate crimes. And I would put this in that category as a hate crime. Yes, indeed. He's using racial epithets at this young girl, and then he proceeds to break her nose. That would justify a hate crime. But let me get back into it. There are consequences for every action. We teach all of our kids that, and they need to teach him that. Now he's learning it, but he's learning it the hard way, Linkaya told Fox 4 reporter Malik Jackson, who noted that he broke the news to the family since they had not yet been informed by the district attorney's office about the guilty plea. I'm just excited about it because I feel like that is closing a chapter for Breonna. He pled guilty and she can move on. We started moving with her switching schools, but this is just a breath of fresh air, said the embattled mother. Unfortunately, Breonna's torment did not end after the assault 6 months ago when she was 15. In the interview on Fox 4, the teen described why she felt compelled to transfer to another school. It put us through a lot of stress. It just made me feel like I wasn't safe anywhere I would be at, like at school and in the hallways and stuff. After enduring 6 months of fear and chaos, Linkaya has advised that she hopes will prevent racist and violent behavior in the schools. Wishful thinking. If you know there's racism and you have other people there, just don't sweep it under the rug. Take it serious, because if you don't, this could happen again or something else worse. And we're sending our kids to you, and you're supposed to protect our kids. We need you to do that, urged the mom. The assault led to local and countrywide protests, even sparked a school walkout organized by the students of Shawnee Mission East. Many students claimed they didn't feel safe at the school, pointing to previous incidents where the school administrators allegedly ignored concerns regarding racism on campus. In the viral video, the white teen boy yelled, "Shut the fuck up," to Breonna in the school hallway. He continues to use slurs as the two approach each other, and the boy makes the first move by violently shoving Breonna. The boy's father, Nicholas Rosali, weighed in on the video to the media at the time, saying, "I'm upset. My son hit a girl. That's one, but two, I was mad that he opened his mouth or anything of that sort, because he should have just waited and got who wrote this? He should have just wait and get a teacher." I think he meant he should have just waited and got a teacher. His son, who was suspended, also got a wounded eye and concussion as a result of the altercation, local news reported. Oh, he got a shiner and a concussion. I wonder how that happened. This was allegedly not the first time this particular student had been in a conflict with a black student. Ultimately, justice was only done with the long arm of the law. You mean the short arm of the law, because they came up short. The 16-year-old boy's sentencing hearing is set for June 20th. It made me very happy to hear that he finally admitted to what he did was wrong, Brianna said. Well, he's admitting that because the heat is on him. That doesn't mean he changes the way he feel. These apologies mean nothing really. It's rare that these apologies are sincere. They only start backtracking when they get all this attention and they facing serious charges. And then you hear these pathetic pleas of forgiveness and how they're so sorry and they didn't mean to do it. I want to say this is typical in these schools when it comes to our children. As it just said in the article, that this boy has had conflicts. This boy has had conflicts with other black students, and nothing was done. And the other students say many altercations like this happen, and it is overlooked by the school. And this is true. This happens in all of these schools where you have these students picking on black kids, and when these black kids go and report what's going on, many times nothing is done. And when the black student finally reacts, becomes a physical incident, then when the black person decides to retaliate, they step in and they go extremely hard with the punishment on the black student. I've seen many examples of this. One, I won't say the name, but it's this little girl in a predominantly white school, and she's constantly getting picked on by these students. And she tells the teachers about what's going on, and they do nothing to these students. And then the little girl finally gets tired of them picking on her. She kicks one of the students in his unmentionables, and then they come and try to suspend the black child for like 2 weeks or something. This is typical behavior with these schools. This kid was suspended 5 days for that, after hurling racial epithets at this child and then punching in her nose and breaking her nose, and he gets 5 days suspension. Something really needs to be done to these schools when they protect these students like this and they go with kid gloves in their punishment. I definitely would like to see hate crime charges filed against this little 16-year-old. I'm not sure what they can do with him being a minor, but hopefully they will give him something like that stays on his record, so when he gets older and he tries anything like this again, it would be in his past and they can sentence him properly and get him that state-sponsored paid vacation, if you know what I mean. This is terrible, but in these cases, I really wish that these parents pursue for tougher charges on these people, because it's deserved. You guys been hearing me say about these hate crime charges in our favor when something happens to us, and there are many other incidents where people are just calling other groups racial epithets. No violence is in many of these cases. Just the simple fact that the language they're using is offensive to that group, and these authorities are quick to file hate crime charges just by something verbal. And we have incidents that happen to us where people are verbally threatening as well as physically threatening, but still no hate crime charges. All right, I'm going to drop this here and let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one.